The Selfish Path to Romance. Download Chapter 1 for free at drkenner.com and at amazon.com.
Kendra, you're somebody is thinking of a career change. Is that you, a boyfriend, or
My boyfriend.
your boyfriend? How old is he?
He's 38.
He's 38 years old. And tell me what your concerns are.
Well, actually, he wants to become a carpenter.
Yeah.
And he's been in the wholesale food industry for 20 years, and he wants to make a career change.
And what is bringing carpentry to his mind? Why carpentry out of all the different careers?
Well, because I think he said it because he enjoys the physical labor.
Yeah.
He enjoys doing things around the house, like fixing things. So that's why he has decided that, because he thinks that it brings him satisfaction.
So that's a sense of joy. Is it something he's always wanted to do, but he felt like he had to earn a living or something like that?
I don't know if he said that he originally, when he was in high school, he took some drafting classes, and he did really well, and he enjoyed them.
Okay, because the key thing I look at in a career choice is, does the person like or love it? And the closer you get to very much liking it or loving it, the more success you're likely to have.
Okay.
Now, at the age of, but that's not the only factor. Obviously, age is an issue. Obviously, financial income is a huge issue. Okay. Obviously, if he wants to be a carpenter, and I think of our carpenter, we have a wonderful but very tall carpenter, and I picture him on our roof, nailing in shingles, and I think, glad it's not my hubby.
Well, he does want to go into maybe the millwork.
The millwork, okay.
So he wouldn't be, because he knows that he wouldn't like to go on heights, so he wants to go into a specific avenue of it.
And so he would be using the saws and doing the milling. And your concerns, tell me, you've been dating him for how long, Kendra?
Over about a year and a half.
And a serious relationship?
Yes.
And what are your top 3 concerns, your biggest concerns as Kendra, not as him?
Okay. Just how long I thought that he'd be doing more of the physical outdoor type work. So I was thinking at 38, is it good to start something that could be more damaging to your physical body, at that age?
Because he could be lifting very heavy things. I can remember lifting 3 sheet boards at a time.
Exactly.
Have you ever tried that? I don't ever want to do that again. I'd rather deliver another baby than to lift sheepboard. It depends on his rationality too, because some guys are real macho and they say that they can do everything, and all it takes is one wrong turn and they pull their back. Whereas others will get the equipment to lift it. They'll invest in some equipment that will assist them in lifting things or get help. So I don't know what his choice making is like. So one of your concerns then is he choosing something that's going to damage, you're going to end up with spinal problems, or back problems, or
and realistically, how long past after 55 can you
continue to do that?
Can you continue to do this? Because what they say, we're not going to be able to retire at 55.
Okay, so
anymore. People our age in their 30s.
Right, but he's got skills. If he develops these skills, he'll be able to transfer them into other areas. He could write a book on carpentry or millwork. He could open his own shop and employ people to do the heavier work.
Exactly.
So he could. It's a business that he could grow in many different directions. He could make furniture. He could do many different things with it.
Exactly.
So the physical outdoors part, I don't have a problem with. I think 38 is darn young.
It is,
so I don't think that there's a problem with that as long as he's fit. Is he massively obese and with a bare belly and the rest, or is he in good shape?
No, he's in good shape.
Then this might be very healthy for him rather than a sedentary job sitting behind a desk or something.
I think so, too.
And if he's already working with wholesale food, I'm assuming that he knows good body dynamics in terms of lifting things. And
yes.
So what's your second concern?
Hey, I got to interrupt this because we've got to pay some bills. 30 seconds, that's it. A very quick ad, and then Ellen will be back.
Romance. Ugh, I wish guys knew more about what we want from a relationship. Boy, I wish I knew more about what I want. Where's that ad I saw? Here it is. The Selfish Path to Romance. A serious romance guidebook. Download Chapter 1 for free at selfishromance.com and buy it at amazon.com. The Selfish Path to Romance. That is interesting.
So what's your second concern?
I really don't have a lot of concerns. It was mainly him, and
Not financial?
no, because I think that if your spouse really isn't happy, and I think his previous job was causing him some physical health problems, like from stress from the job.
You mean emotional or
Yes.
You said physical?
Well, he was getting high blood pressure, panic attacks, stuff like that.
Okay,
So-
but that's emotional, right? If you're talking about panic attacks.
Well, but it feels physical when you're feeling it.
Oh, yes, you're exactly right. Now I know where you're coming from. Yeah.
And, it isn't really good for your body physically either. To be
Right.
in the
Well,
constant state.
you constantly trigger a stress response,
Yeah.
and your body is getting a lot of cortisol and adrenaline. With a panic attack, that's a signal that you need to pay attention to, because you need to say, what is it I'm super anxious about? Where are my self-doubts, or where is my uncertainty? And if it has to do with career, my gosh, if you want a quick depression or a quick anxiety, get in a job you don't like. And try to
Exactly.
stay there for many years. You feel suffocated. So if he's searching for a job, I mean, he can expand the range, but if he knows he loves carpentry, he can pick many different things in carpentry and test the waters. Is he financially okay?
Yes, and I think that it's worth it. I mean, to me, as someone that wants to be with him for a long period of time or the rest of my life,
Yeah.
I would rather, struggle through an apprenticeship program for a few years financially than, lose him to a heart attack or stroke 5 years, like saying, no, you have to make more money for us.
Okay. And are
force them into a
you
profession.
working also?
Yes, I work part-time and I go to school full-time. So I'm going to school to become a teacher, and that's something I've always wanted to do my whole life. And now I finally have a job working with kids in a school, and I'm going to school to finish so I can become a teacher.
What age kids?
I mainly work with first and second graders.
Oh, the young ones.
Yeah,
So
and I
they-
love it. I
yeah.
absolutely love it. And
Wonderful.
so I guess I would never ask another human being to go and do something just so we can, drive a better car or have a bigger
Right.
house. Or
So are you planning to have kids?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I know we're right at the end of time here. Listen, thank you so much for your call. I think you're exactly right that you want to have a career that you absolutely enjoy,
Yes.
and that will bring you happiness. So thank you so much, Kendra, and I wish him a lot of success, and you, both of you, a lot of happiness.
For more Dr. Kenner podcast, go to drkenner.com and please listen to this ad.
Here's an excerpt from The Selfish Path to Romance, the Serious Romance Guidebook by clinical psychologist Dr. Ellen Kenner and co-author Dr. Edwin Locke, who's world famous for his theories in goal setting.
A successful romantic relationship absolutely needs partners to feel cherished by one another. Here are some principles to help accomplish this. 1. Work to understand your partner. 2. Encourage your partner to pursue his or her values. 3. Communicate constantly. 4. Show concern for your partner's welfare. 5. Show generosity. 6. Make decisions together. 7. Respect your partner's need for private time.
You can download Chapter 1 for free by going to drkenner.com. And you can buy The Selfish Path to Romance at amazon.com.